Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jo, and I'm back with a review, and it's on this hair that I have in. This is the Sourcewill hair that I showed you guys a first look a while back. But I got this here from Sourcewill, which is a vendor on both AliExpress and DHgate, and they sent me 4 bundles. I have two 18 inches, a 16 inch, and a 14 inch, and I also installed it with the closure. Now, the closure that I use is not from Sourcewill, and it's not from any other vendor. I actually purchased it from my beauty supply store, and this is what the package looks like. Of course, I have the closure on my U part, but it's back to real from Harlem 125. It's 100% Brazilian virgin rummy hair, and it's in 12 inches, and it's a part closure. Now, I paid $33.99 for it, but I don't particularly like the closure, which is why, you guys don't see it. But if you guys do want to see a video on it, I will show you guys, and I will have a clip of how the closure looks on me. But as I said, don't really like the closure. So if you guys saw my first look video, you guys saw how the hair looked when I first received it. It was in a slight wave pattern, just like an S shape. And it was very soft, it was very luscious, it was very beautiful, and I got very little shedding. So I bleached the hair. I did sort of like a deep ombre. I used 40 volume developer and BW2 bleach. As you guys can see, the ombre goes pretty high. There's just this much of the natural black left, and that's exactly, how I wanted it. I just wanted a lot of blonde and very little bit of the natural colors to show. But what I did not expect was the results of the bleaching. Now, the 18-inch bundles and the 16-inch bundle bleached pretty nicely, but the 14-inch bundle came out to be like a burgundy brownish color, like something like an auburn chestnut type of color. So I don't really know what was that about, being that like they both had the same bleach, the same powder, everything like that. So I don't know why that one came out weird. So I ended up bleaching it again using 30 volumes developer and BW2 powder, but then it came out too light. It was like this ashy platinum color, and it still had that hint of red. So I don't really know what that whole color situation is about. If you guys have any clue, please do let me know down below. But I ended up just dyeing it again, and I put some Big N semi-permanent dye on top of it, and I used the color Honey Blonde. And so this is what the 14-inch bundle looked like. As you guys can see, there's a huge difference in the color. The 16 inch is a lot more yellow, while the 14 inch is just like a sort of dirty brownish blondish color. And you guys can also see that there's a difference in the wave pattern. The 16 inch has waves still, while the 14 inch is pretty straight. So I installed the hair on the U part using a spandex dome cap, and I also used the closure, and I used the elastic band method. So when I first put it on, I didn't really like it, so I left it alone, and then I revisited the hairstyle, and I actually liked it a lot when I put it back on. The hair, when I first put it in, it was fluffy, bouncy, just lightweight, but just so beautiful. So I really liked it, and it was really, really soft. But as a couple of days went past and I was curling it, I just noticed that the hair just felt a little bit more coarse. And so I decided to do a co-wash because, I've been putting heat protectant in the hair. I didn't know if that's what it was. But I did a co-wash on the hair, and I let it air dry. And I just noticed as the air dried that I just have some coarse patches in the hair. And I expected it more so in the 14-inch bundle, being that it was over-processed with me trying to get it as light as I wanted it. But it wasn't just the 14-inch bundle, it was all the bundles. It affects the versatility of the hair because I'm not going to wear the hair straight because it just has these coarse, really coarse sections in the hair. It just looks really, really bad. It's not just the ends, it's also, just all over in different sections. And it's not just one bundle, it's all of them. So, of course, I don't like that. And I don't like how it looks in the natural pattern. It looks a little, I don't know, just unkept. especially being that the 14-inch bundle, even though I didn't use much of the 14-inch bundle, but the 14-inch bundle completely lost its wave. I just don't like how it looks. It just looks a little bit unkempt and frizzy, and I just don't like that. So I have to be curling it. And it does hold a curl, I will give it that much. So I don't have to curl it every day because the hair does hold a curl. Maybe I'll just freshen up the front, but I just don't like the fact that its texture has changed so much. The hair doesn't really tangle too much. It is pretty good with that, which is actually surprising being that it has these coarse sections in the hair. But it does shed. Now, as you guys can see, there's a couple of strands. And it's not only shedding, it's breakage from the bleach. So, yeah, the hair does shed. So I've worn this hair for about a week. I'm about to take it out soon just because of the fact that the quality of the hair has completely changed after I bleached it. And I think that the hair would probably be nicer if I didn't bleach it. But of course, when you are buying virgin extensions, whether it may be on AliExpress or from some big company, when you're buying hair this virgin, you're a lot of times are buying it to manipulate the hair color and, you know, do what we want with it. And if you can't really bleach the hair, that just kind of sucks. I would suggest, if you are going to bleach it, not to bleach it so light because it definitely does damage the hair. I would just keep it in its natural color, or if anything, put a color on top so that it doesn't really strip the hair, because it really cannot take it. The texture has completely changed. And yeah. So the pros of this hair is that it holds a curl. The price point is actually pretty good. And if you're gonna keep it in its natural color, the hair quality is probably a lot better. But the cons are that if you're gonna bleach it, you probably should not bleach it too light because it will completely change the texture. The ends, if you bleach it, I can only talk about, you know, if you bleach it, because that's all I know. The ends got really crazy, completely. And then there's the shedding. So, I mean, I think that the hair is probably nice for a quick hairstyle, but as far as longevity, I don't think you're going to get that from this hair, especially not if you bleach it. So that's just my experience with Sourcewill. If you guys have tried Sourcewill or anything like that, please do leave your thoughts or comments down below, but this is just my personal experience. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and probably the next time you see me, I won't have this hair in my head. Bye.